Alright, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Dabs here. Today I'm dropping a Rainbow Six Siege X settings video. A lot of people have been requesting my settings on stream and my synths and all that stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and release a full settings video for you guys today. If you guys do like this YouTube video, please make sure you guys smash that like button down below. It would help me out a lot. Make sure you guys subscribe if you're new here. I would appreciate it. And let's get into this video, okay? I'm just going to speed run through this because I know a lot of people, if you click on this video, you're here for the settings. Bam, you just want the settings. You're not here for chit chat. So let's hop straight into this video, chat. Alright, listen up. So for general settings, we're just going to do a speed run through. Squad privacy, invite only, ping communication on, display performance metrics, advanced, connectivity, default, stun VFX, dark glare. This helps your screen go like a dark black instead of like a bright white when you get flash banged. The dark glare is so much better, I promise you. The tinnitus SFX, I know a lot of people have been confused about this. This does not help fix your sound in any way. A lot of people have been confused thinking this helps fix your sound. It doesn't. This is just for flashbangs and like stun effects and stuff. You want to have it on mute. It's the best, okay? Cycled camera groups on, diffuser pickup both because sometimes it glitches out and won't let you pick it up. Visible throw on, drone after prep manual, match replay on, text channel disabled. I have text channel disabled because a lot of people just talk shit in Rainbow Six Siege, and that's not something that I'm trying to deal with 24/7 when I'm playing the game. I'm just trying to focus. Crossplay communication on, of course, or you won't be able to talk to most of your friends. All right, HUD presets, custom. So for the HUD on your compass, you want to have that turned on. Your compass appearance, I have simplified because I think it looks better. Current location on, location pings on, contextual pings on, enemy pings on, communication will pings on, objective markers on, elimination marker on, ping location helper off, loadout on, loadout inputs on, health on, status effects on, stance indicator on. Everything right there is just basically on. Action reminders default, diffuser reminder on, action reminder opacity 100. Those next three are on. And then all of these reticle ones are turned on. I have every single one of those turned on. And then for environment, I also have every single one of these turned on as well. Once you go down to other, I have operator cards turned off. That just takes less. It like takes the operators off your screen when you're spectating, so you won't see operator portraits. It just makes it easier to spectate. Spoken language English, menu and subtitles English, blah blah blah. Subtitles off. Okay, dynamic range. This is where it gets important, ladies and gentlemen. Dynamic range. This is where a lot of people are confused. I play with low. Me personally, low works for me. I know a lot of people try high, but I'm telling you guys, I think low and then tinnitus being muted, I think those are the best two settings. Low and muted. I think that sounds really good. Like, it might sound weird at first because you do have to get used to the Siege X sound, but once you get used to these settings, it's actually very good. Okay? My master volume's on 100, in-game SFX 100, in-game music 0. Menu SFX 32 because I don't like all these sounds. Menu music 0, voiceover 0, voiceover presets minimal because I don't want to hear a bunch of shouting from a voiceover in the game. HQ voiceover on, mute on unfocused off. All right, this is where we're getting serious. We're starting with the display settings. So my PC, I'm on an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3050. I have a 3050. Now obviously a 3050 is not the best in the world, but that's pretty decent. Alright, and then my monitor, I have a 240 hertz monitor. My resolution, everybody should always be playing on 1920 by 1080. If you're not on 1920 by 1080, what the flip are you doing? Get off the game. Display mode, you should be on full screen. That helps you. It's the fastest mode, and it takes full advantage of your hardware's capabilities. You want to be playing on that, man. Your refresh rate should be whatever your monitor is. Mine's 240, so that's what I have it on. My aspect ratio, I play on 5:4. Now, I know a lot of people play on 4:3 or 16:10 or maybe even 3:2 sometimes. But listen, 5:4, I don't know what it is about 5:4, but it pulls the max FPS that you can get. Like, when you play on 5:4, your FPS boosts up a little bit. I don't know why. I don't know how that makes sense. But you do get higher FPS if you play on 5:4. If you don't believe me, try it out. My FPS jumped up whenever I went on 5:4, and that's what I play on now. VSync off, because you know what, screen tearing, that shit's terrible. FPS limit off, you do not want an FPS limit. That's not going to help you. Widescreen letterbox, appreciate the off. Yeah, that's off. Field of view, 90. Let's go. HUD display, 85. Menu display, 90. Brightness on 67. Sometimes I boost it to 70. Sometimes I go down to 65. It really just depends how I'm feeling. So, yeah, we'll see about that. So graphics, this is where everybody really wants to find out what's going on. So for my graphics, if you have a high-end PC, you could really just keep this on. You don't really need the boost. But if you have a lower-end PC, like I have a 3050, I don't know if that's considered very low-end, but I still feel like it's not the greatest PC in the world. I mean, it's a good starting PC. I can get like 200 frames or so. But on plus boost is what I run in this situation because I feel like it helps me. Overall quality. So what I would usually do is I would just come over here and turn this all the way down to low, and it just sets everything to low. So your texture quality is low, the texture VRAM limit's low, texture filtering is on linear. LOD quality. This is where I either run Ultra or Ultra Plus because it makes your graphics look better, and it doesn't hurt your FPS either. Shading quality is low. Shadow quality is medium because you want to be able to see shadows in gunfights. I know everybody's been on Clubhouse before, top rafters. You see a guy at bottom garage door. You can see a shadow. I know y'all know what I'm talking about. If you have this on medium, you'll be able to see that shadow every time, man. And that helps you out, obviously. Reflection is on low. VFX on low. Ambient off. Lens effects off. Zoom in, depth of field, you want that off. If you aim down sights, like with a pistol, and you can see that the back of the pistol is like blurry, that's what this is. You do not want zoom in, depth of field off. They are on. This is terrible. Turn that shit off. These NVIDIA deep learning super sampling settings, this is weird. Like, you just have to mess with it. I've played on ultra performance, and I've also played with it off. I don't really know like the difference. I've been testing it out, but it's kind of weird. You just have to mess with it and see what works best for you on these. These super resolutions, I don't ever turn these on. I don't know what the hell these are. I don't even mess with those. All right, anti-aliasing. Now, this is different for some people, and I don't know why. Like, for me, I have to play with TAA on, and I usually run 50-50 because, like, my game just be bugging. And if I turn TAA off, because most people, like, for most people, you just turn it off and it's better. But I have to play with it on because it helps me with FPS for some reason. But if it's off, I start getting worse FPS. I don't know why. But I have my render scaling and my sharpness set to 50. That's what helps me. All right? And here we have it. Another thing that everybody keeps asking for is my sense. Okay, so drone speed boost, I have that on hold. I have my mouse and keyboard on raw input. The mouse look conversion is disabled. All right, my sense, ladies and gentlemen. I'm on 8.8, 2000 DPI, 1000 hertz. I play with my mouse wireless right now. Okay? But I'm on 8.8. My 1.0 is 35. My 2.5 65. But honestly, probably put those back down to 32 and 61 because it's way more smooth. It's way more smooth. And then my mouse is also running on 1000 hertz within my mouse software. So make sure you're running your mouse on 1000 hertz if you want it to feel the same. Mouse scroll enabled. Gadget deployment advanced. Drone deployment advanced. Aim is hold. Lean is toggle. By the way, I lean with my 2 mouse buttons for anybody wondering. I do not lean with Q and E. I can't. That's weird to me. Sprint is toggle. Crouch is hold. Prone is toggle. Walk is hold. And then all your keybinds and stuff. Mine aren't very much different from most people. I crouch with spacebar. I prone with like V, I think, or maybe control. I think it's V. I just don't usually prone that much. I know it's kind of weird, but I've had like a few months of experience on PC, so obviously some things are still weird to me. Vibration disabled. I think that really just messes you up. Trigger effect enabled. I don't have a control. I'm not playing on controller, so it doesn't matter. Gadget. This is for controller. You guys don't need all that because I'm not on roller, so that doesn't matter. You can change your nickname here on Ubisoft if you're on PC. That's pretty cool. Appear as yourself. I just have that turned off because why not? Hide avatar off. Rename other players off. Hidden matchmaking off. Hide regional latency off. Hide commendation streak off. Okay, accessibility. This is the last of the last, man. All right. Custom reticle color. Purple 75. Sometimes I like to play purple 90. Today I'm feeling like I'm actually going to go back to purple 90 because 90 was nice. So purple 90 is what I'm playing on right now. It's what I played on like all day yesterday. Screen shake off. You never want to have screen shake on. Motion blur off. You never want to have either of these on. Freak, no. Turn these off. Stun VFX, like I said earlier, dark glare because your screen will go black instead of white. It makes you able to see way sooner. You'll have to get used to it, but I promise it's better once you get used to it. And then, like I said with the tinnitus, muted. It's the best thing. Dynamic range on low. These are the best audio settings right here. Low and muted, bro. You'll be able to hear everything as good as possible. Sometimes it'll still be rough, but you'll still hear everything, I promise, okay? I hope you guys did enjoy this settings video. If you guys did, please be sure to let me know down in the comments below. I really appreciate it. And if you guys enjoy these settings, please hit that subscribe button and come back for the next video, all right? I'm live on TikTok every day at Dabs Official and Twitch Dabs Official. Appreciate y'all for watching, man. Stay blessed, y'all. Much love to all y'all, man. See y'all in the next video, all right? Peace.